you charge something on there, and then you have 30 days to pay off that account. Okay, so that's what a net 30 is. So basically, business use the net 30 to establish good credit and allows them to pay later, and then you want to get those trade accounts on there so you can start establishing your trade account. What's up, Milton Vet? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Okay.
Just enjoying retirement.
My God, I freaking love it. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to tell you guys about business lines of credit. Do your admin for stuff first. Let me run it. Let me run it again. Okay, so right now I want you guys to hell yeah, kick it, bro.
I
Good.
appreciate it. Also, you told we need to have a Google page and we need a landing page as well.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. That was what I got so far.
Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're talking about now typically business lines of credit. Typically business lines of credit when you're establishing the business lines of credit. You want me to put it right here? Is that better? Okay. Are you recording right now? Oh, you're on live right now. Okay, so guys, if you guys want to see, check this out. So right now, I'm gonna tell you, I got a monster marketing. This is my video director right here. All right. We're actually in one of our studios. This is actually in my office now. The reason why I'm gonna pause, guys, right now. If you guys want me to keep rocking out, tap the screen, guys. I'm coming right back because he's recording. But look, if you look in here, all right, this is a big office, right? So this is the social media director right here. Okay, that's the person that gets my social media popping. There's my office right there. And right now we're just doing some content in here. So you guys get to see actually what we're actually physically doing. Okay, so now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to rock out. So typically when you have business accounts and stuff like that, okay, and you're establishing yourself in business, typically your NAV score is created by Experian, Equifax, and Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, put those three in there: Experian, Equifax, and Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, these are typically the three people who report your business line of credit. Now, to answer your question in a short form, when you're establishing your BLOC, BLOC, everybody put that in the chat. BLOC, BLOC, Bravo, Lima, Oscar, Charlie. Okay, BLOC. So when you're establishing your business line of credit, when you start getting your I don't like the way this is pinching my shirt. Okay, that's better. Okay, when you're establishing yourself and you're trying to get everything together, you want to make sure that you get your admin stuff together. That trade line that you have is just like anything else. You have installment accounts and then you have revolving accounts. Let me tell you the fundamental difference. Installment accounts means that you buy something, like let's just say you bought a business vehicle for your business. Okay. And then that business vehicle, you're paying installments. That means that you have fixed payments that's due every 30 days, and that's going to report to your Dun and Bradstreet to give you your NAV score. Your net 30 account would be like just an example, an American Express card that you charge something on there, and at the end of each month, that net 30, right, account is due. So people like getting net 30 accounts to establish so it can report. But remember, when you're getting a business line of credit, the highest score that you can get for a NAV score is 100. Okay. So typically when people start off, they're usually in the 50 to 79 range. So everybody put 50 and 79 in the chat. 50 through 79. 50 through 79. Every single person put that in the chat. 50 through 79. 50 through 79 is going to be 50 through 79 is going to be a good, but still a moderate risk. That's where people will start off in that range, and based off the length of your credit is going to give you. Typically, this is how it works. 32% is going to be debt to utilization. Let me double check that. I want to make sure. Okay, because I want to make sure that I'm right. I don't want to give y'all information that's wrong. Okay, Debt to utilization. Hold on, let me make sure this is right. Okay. And guys, if you're on here, ping up, get some more people in here. We got 19 people in here right now. We're super early. Yeah, 35%. I was close. 35% of credit score is going to be making on-time payments. Okay. 30% of your credit. So 35% is going to be on-time payments. 30%. Everybody put 30% on-time payments. OTP, on-time payments. On-time payments. Okay. Now, 30% of your credit score is going to be your credit utilization. So let me ask you guys a question. All right. So if I had a credit card, right, and I had a $10,000 credit card, this is a hack, guys. I'm going to give you a credit hack that can immediately increase your business or personal credit immediately. Immediately. Everybody put that. If you guys want that, if you guys want something that can increase your credit score immediately, put a 2 in the chat right now because I'm going to give you guys some game. Okay. 30% of your credit score is going to be debt to utilization. Okay. If I got a $10,000 credit card and I have $5,000 spent on the credit card, what is my debt to utilization on that credit card? What percent? 50%. 50%. So now watch this. Here's some game, guys. Right now, tap the screen. Everybody that's on the live right now, tap the screen 30 times right now. Tap the screen 30 times. Okay. Let me reset the room. Anthony Glenn, buy and hold investor, serial entrepreneur. Okay. We're talking about credit right now, but we're going to get back to real estate. But if you guys got business questions, real estate questions, any type of questions that you guys want to ask me, I am going to rock out for the next couple of minutes. So if you guys have questions, please either put your question in the chat. And if you're on live, I'm recording right now on YouTube. So if you guys have questions, I'm going to rock out. So I need engagement. If you're part of the 17 that are in here, hit that little plus sign right there. Get in a box and ask your question because, guys, I'm ready to build with you guys. Okay. So 30% is debt to utilization. Okay. 15%. Everybody put 15. Everybody put 15%. 15%. 15. Everybody put 15. I'm gonna wait. Okay. If you guys are on here, you got to engage with me. Okay. So, all right. So 15% of your credit score, 15% of your credit score is going to be length of credit history. Length of credit history. So 35% is going to be payment history. 30% is going to be debt to utilization. 15% is going to be credit history. 10% is going to be new credit. So put 10% in the chat and put new credit. 10% new credit. And the other 10% for the overall 100% is going to be types of credit in use. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys some game, okay, while you're on here. All right. Now here's some game. Pay close attention. This game is going to be something that a lot of people don't understand. And I'll talk about non-recourse loans right after I get through this, okay? So now let's just say that I have a credit card, okay? And I have a business credit card or a personal credit card. Now remember, which one, now I'm going to ask you guys a pop quiz that are on the live right now. Which one of these has is the easiest to change with the most impact? Debt to utilization. So now, Milvet, I got a quick question for you, brother. You ready? It's gonna be easy for you to answer.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So now, if I had a credit card I had a $10,000 credit card and I got $5,000 used on it, we already said that that's 50% debt to utilization, correct?
That's correct.
So what happened if I take that credit card and I call that credit card company and I say, hey, credit card company, I'm going to switch from MasterCard to Visa unless you increase my line of credit to $20,000. So if they increase my line of credit to $20,000 and I have $5,000 used on the credit card, now what's my debt to utilization?
That's 25%.
Bingo. Below the 32% to increase your credit. So guys, put a 2 in the chat right now if you guys got that. I want to make sure that you got what I just said. So now what I just did is I basically tricked the credit card company or the business line of credit to give me more credit. Now, if my debt to utilization goes down based off of my credit card, I just went from a 50% debt to utilization because of my credit card limit is higher. Now, listen to what I'm about to say. That's going to be a higher. Of course, it's going to be a, sometimes that's a hard hit, but then eventually that credit, your credit is going to increase on your NAV score or your FICO score because your debt to utilization is different. Okay. Now, who has questions about what I just talked about? Clean setup. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Okay. So who has questions right now that's on the stage right now? Let me do a quick room reset. Anthony Glenn, Winning Real Estate. Thank you for coming to the Winning Real Estate Show. Guys, if you guys want to download a free PDF on anything that we're talking about, I'm going to give you guys a number once we get up to more people into the space. I'll actually give you the number now. The number is 760-573-2731. If you text that number, 760-573-2731, text the word WIN, win, right here, WIN to 760-573-2731. I can send you information on our free home buyers guide or anything that you guys want. Or if you guys want to talk to us for free, we'll be able to talk to you guys. Now, who has questions on the live right now that you guys would like to ask? Homefront Sit Rep, Semper Fidelis. Anybody have questions? Come on, y'all got to talk to me. Come on and get in the box. Don't be afraid. Anybody on Instagram or YouTube have any questions?
Yeah, man. Sorry, let me close my door. Sorry about that. Hey, so how you doing, brother? Thanks for letting me on here, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. So real estate, or what do you think is, as a veteran, is the easiest for us to navigate in starting our own business? Like, what is the easiest step for us as veterans?
Oh, man. Woo, man. Y'all want me to cook on that? So, guys, his question was, for those of you who didn't hear him, he basically asked, what's the quickest and easiest way to start a business as a veteran? But my brother, because you asked that question, I'm going to break it down for you. Are you a disabled vet?
Yeah, I'm a disabled vet.
Okay, so I want you to look up VR and E. VR ampersand E. Okay, now this is what yep. So if I was going to explain to anyone the quickest and easiest way to start a business is, number one, is going to be write down your plan. Okay, that's the first thing. Write your plan down. Okay, that plan is free. Write your business plan, and then that business plan is going to have a couple components: what you want to do, who you are, what problem you want to solve, the mission and vision of your business, and then who you want to become in the future. After you create that situation, then I would register for VRNE, because VRNE is a program. It's the VRNE is Veteran Readiness and Employment. And basically that is a qualification system to where they will help you transition into either getting a business, and they will help you fund that. Now, guess what I'm using VRNE for right now, even though I make all of this money? I'm utilizing VRNE to pay for my doctorate degree from USC. So instead of me utilizing post 9/11, right, I registered for VRNE. You need 10% or more to qualify for that. And then basically, based off of your disabilities, they will allow you to, whatever prevents you from working in the occupation, they will help you find a job or get into starting a business or anything else and give you the components to do so. So they will point you in the right direction for counseling to start a business. And secondary to that, I want y'all to write this down, okay? It's called the VWF, the Veteran Wealth Formula. That's something that I teach. It's a step-by-step process on how to establish your business, and it focuses on 5 components. It focuses on adding real estate into the business, writing a business plan, creating your corporate structure, creating your LLC, S corp, C corp, and the difference, creating the trust, and then the life insurance policies to start a business. So if you wanted to start a business, I basically walk you through how I was able to start the business, and that's called the Veteran Wealth Formula. And I can talk to you more about that. And basically, you'll get me, and I'm actually saying, all right, first step, let's write the business plan. Boom. After you write the business plan, then after you write the business plan, now let's create a pitch deck. Okay, let me give you an example. What business? Let me give you how example of this right now, real time. Put a 2 in the chat if you guys want an example of how I help my brother right here establish and start an unstoppable business. All right, I'm gonna rock out with you if you want to dialogue with me. Y'all want to do that? Okay. So, Mill to Vet, tell me what your business is and what you want to do.
I'm a journalist. So
Oh,
what I'm doing now is I capture veteran stories and I share. So that's what Mill to Vet is. Mill to Vet is the podcast name that we actually have. We already have over 100 veteran stories sharing their transition out. Pretty much just a storytelling. So I actually use my 9/11 GI Bill to go to college for journalism.
that's fantastic.
Once that's out, I'll use the 12 months of Montgomery GI Bill, or I'll hold on to that 12 months because there's a new ruling from the Supreme Court where the VA is rewarding people that are qualified for the extended 12 months of the Montgomery GI Bill, which you have to apply for, but according to the VA, they're going to automatically give it to people who qualify. It's just going to take 22 months.
Now, let me ask you a question about that. How are you now for your podcast? Can I cut you before I hug you, brother? Okay. All right. So now here's the question. What is the mission of Mill to Vet? Write this down and put a question mark by it. Okay. Tell me what the mission is.
Sharing veteran stories.
Sharing veteran stories. How do you share veteran stories?
By recording podcasts.
Great. Okay. Now you know. So you see how easy this is. A lot of people don't think when you start data dumping it. My mission is to now watch what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to give you an example of a pitch deck. Everybody put pitch deck, PITCHDECK in the chat right now. And then I see you guys. I got a couple of people on Instagram. I'm going to give them a shout out. What's up? Congratulations on passing your mortgage exam. Miss, who is that? Kalila. Shout out to Kalila. Good to see you. Okay. And then also shout out to Jay Spears, a person that I helped him buy an investment property out here in Southern California. Good to see you guys. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Now, let me show you how quick this is. Okay. Pitch deck. Hi, my name is Anthony Glenn. I am the CEO of Mill to Vet. Mill to Vet is, okay, a social audio platform to where military people can share their stories and network in their personal stories and business. We have over 100,000 veterans in our community, and my ask is to help us reach more vets in exchange for getting veteran stories out. We've been able to generate donations of over $200,000, and our ask is $100,000 of seed money to reach 100,000 more veterans. That's a pitch deck. Now, if you notice, who I am, the name of my company, number 2, what I do, which is journalism. Why am I doing journalism? Getting veteran stories out. A big accomplishment that I've already done without revenue, I've done on my own, is I've been able to capture X amount of veterans and told their stories. And then now my ask, okay? That is what a pitch deck is. So essentially what you, and then in that scenario, you want to know how one problem that you have to solve is how are you going to monetize? I'm going to ask you that question. How are you going to monetize that business? How do you plan to monetize? Because nobody wants to do a business for free. Is it for profit or not for profit?
So it's for profit with a nonprofit mission.
Okay. All right. So now here's my advice. Okay. So how are you going to draw revenue and what type of revenue? I'm an investor. Imagine I showed up and we're at a networking event. Okay. And then I meet you and I'm a multimillionaire and you want me to invest in your company. What problem do you solve for veterans?
Well, first off, what kind of company are you? Because I wouldn't go up to, let's see, I probably wouldn't go to like a landscape company, right? It really is situational. So let's say you were, let's say you made Wooby jackets, right? Because us military members, we like our Woobies, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you were that kind of client. Well, I have, let's say, 100,000 followers. Well, if you were to allow me to do ad placement or product placement, like, hey, I'm wearing my Wooby jacket, like sponsorship or advertisement. And there's multiple different ways that you can do advertisements. I could record an advertisement message, or I could have product placement inside of my podcast where I mention the product that I'm wearing or something like that. I'll be like, man, it's a really chilly day. I'm glad I have a Wooby jacket. And that right there is one way that you could monetize or influence some companies to come in and,
Milvet, I'm gonna say something to you, brother. I want you to repeat after me. I have a multi-million-dollar business.
Oh, I do have a multi-million-dollar business.
Yes. So the reason why I'm saying this is because, look, check this out. I want you to write this down. ABN. Always be networking. It doesn't matter if it's a underwear female company. It doesn't matter if it's a man deodorant company. People love to support veterans. So make it two things. Hey, you can either donate with me or we can do an affiliate marketing program. That's all it is. Okay. You have a landscaping company. I have veterans that own landscaping companies. Perhaps we can network somewhere. There's always an opportunity for you to get more people into the business. But what I would do is I would compartmentalize, and you got to decide if you're going to be a profit or a nonprofit business because it has to be separate. Okay. So if you're a nonprofit, if you're not for profit, you can make profit as a nonprofit, as a person working in a nonprofit, as the CEO, right? And so, like, I'll give you an example. I have the Veteran Homeowners Club. That's a nonprofit organization that I have, a 501c3, right? I can take a salary from working in the company. I just don't, right? So, but if you're for profit, and I'm pretty sure that kind of sounds like the lane that you want to go in. But just to tighten up everything in a nice little bow so we can have some dialogue, I would just work on tightening up your shot group because you have a really good, I like Mill to Vet, right? It has a ring to it. I like that you have the YouTube component. And guess what? You have a masterclass in educating on journalism. So you doing a YouTube channel is going to bring revenue into your business with veterans advertising as you get on there, right? So people, you'll get to a position to where your podcast could get on there to where people will pay you to get on there to advertise their business. So I think you're headed in the right direction, brother.
Yeah, we're really close on that.
Okay. Did I answer your question though?
Yeah, man. No, you truly did. I think a lot of people, in my personal opinion, is you can't just go after one thing.
Yep.
You have to have multiple things going on. And when I said that I have a multi-million-dollar business, I'm not lying. I literally have so many different things going on that that's what you need to do in order to make it in this world. Real estate is probably the best, in my personal opinion, is the best way for veterans to make a substantial investment in themselves
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
for the future. It's not a short game. It's a long game.
Yes. And another thing that I would say, and welcome to the panel, Vanessa. Welcome to the Winning Real Estate Show. Appreciate you for coming up. Guys, here's one thing that I would definitely tell you though. Okay. I have a total of 7 businesses and over 30 corporate structures. But one thing that I learned is that you have to map you if you're going to do multiple eggs in the basket. I would not do more than 2 eggs at one time. If you're going to boil eggs in a pot, only do 2. And the reason why is because you have to add people. Like right now, I'm in a studio, as you can see. I have a staff. Before I was on here rocking and rolling, doing social media until it got too overwhelming for me. So what I did, instead of me being I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if this is you. You're the director, you're the planner, you're the social media advertiser. Look, that was me. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you as a small business owner. That is listen, I'm going to tell you guys, and I want to say something that will be very encouraging to you. That is very good. And the reason why it's good is because if you can't work in that position and understand what you expect of the level of professionalism that you want in that position, you're not going to be able to hold people accountable when you're adding and hiring people. So it's good that you are operating in your business. You work in the business until you can work on the business. And right now, I understand. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, put instruments in the band that you guys believe that it takes to make a successful band. Let's put them in the chat right now to get some engagement. If I had a band, what would I need? Okay, I want to know what instruments makes a good band. Put it in the chat. And for those of you that are on stage, Josh Michael, Vanessa Miltavet, or anybody on Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn, or Facebook, what type of instruments do you need to have a successful band? I want to see, and I'm driving somewhere with this. I want you guys to put it in the chat, okay? And anybody can say what type of instrument. What's the first instrument that comes to mind? Drums, okay. Y'all like drums? We got a bunch of drummers in here. Okay, good. What are some other things that you need? You got a drummer. What else? Guitar. That's a good one. What else? Hey, what's up? Invest in yourself. Good. You got a conductor. What else?
Hey, I'm gonna say, man, you need some cowbell. More cowbell.
Got cowbells. Okay, cowbells. What else you got? What else you got? You got brass selection. You got piano. You got the guitar. You have something that you guys are missing though. What's the most important thing? You got to have people test the sound, right? I don't care how good your instrument is and how pretty your instrument is. You got to have somebody who's going to make sure that that sound is good. And then also you need a planner. Without no event planner, okay? If without a planner, right? You show up to an event, you don't know where to go, where you're staying at, and everything else. That is the foundation of the band that people overlook, and that is the foundation of your business. I want every single person to put this word in the chat: admin. Admin, 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 admin. You should not start a business without a business plan. You should not start a business without a corporation. You should not sell a product without a process to get the product. You shouldn't sell a product without a Google profile and a Yelp profile. You shouldn't be selling products if you don't have a landing page so people can go to the page to transact with you. You shouldn't start a business without an attorney to set up your LLC and your trust. You shouldn't have a limited liability company without a business a line of a business checking and savings account. You shouldn't have a business checking and savings account unless you have a bookkeeper and a tax planner. Y'all better write that down because I'm dropping nuggets. Okay.
The CPA is probably the best money I spend every single year, and it's actually not that expensive. It's relatively inexpensive. You're pointing out there.
Okay. So I'm gonna come to you, invest in yourself. 1 second. So guys, if you guys are getting gems out of this, put a 2 in the chat, guys. Let me do a quick room reset. Anthony Glenn, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to my live TikTok show. Okay, is Bruno here? Bruno, you can pull up if you want to, bro. You can cook with me if you want. So okay, so I got one of my partners here that's gonna pull up on the live right now, guys. If you guys are enjoying this conversation, pull up because Bruno Nascimento is in the building. Multi-millionaire, real estate investor, real estate realtor, serial entrepreneur. Guys, pull up. And then also, if you're on my live, hit that plus sign, get on the live. I'm gonna ask you guys to do me a favor. If you're on TikTok live right now, I'm gonna respectfully ask for you guys to take your thumbs and I want y'all to tap the screen 30 times, every person on here right now, because that's going to curate the algorithm. And the reason why I'm asking you guys to put stuff in the chat is because that's going to tell TikTok that you guys are here with me. Okay, so let me go to Vanessa, Josh, and then I'm going to come to you next, invest in yourself. Vanessa, how can I help you win in real estate? What's your question?
Well, I'm going into a unique project that I don't think a lot of people have seen coming. And what I'm doing is I have a 501c3 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm the founder. We're called That's what I like to hear. Step Solutions. And what I'm looking at is mortgage-free housing. Now, that sounds quite ambitious. How do we do it? Well, we do it by investing in ourselves, kind of like Habitat for Humanity meets Urban Ecology Center. Because what I want to do is basically generate generational wealth for people because it's the longevity. It's the sustainability factor that I'm considering. So we're going to have rentals. We want to have rentals. We want to have rentals and other properties, mixed space uses, properties that will help me invest into dilapidated properties where people will go in with volunteership, just like Habitat. We pay for the either we pay for the property or we pay for a dilapidated building where we get volunteers in, get some heavy machinery in. We're going to put the bill for all of that and build that property up together as a farmstead. Because
okay, pause right there. Pause. Okay, now Vanessa, can I hug you? Can I hug you? Can I cut you before I hug you? Okay, all right. So now, Josh, Milvet, Michael, invest in you. Tell me what she does in one sentence.
What she does?
Yes.
Something resonated with me when I heard the 501c3.
501c3? Okay.
I know it's a church. And I was just wondering what you're trying to do with the church, Vanessa.
Okay.
Well, 501c3 is just a charity. Church is designated as a different kind of charity. This one is just a general charity, meaning that we are recognized by the taxes, the IRS, as an entity that we offer tax write-offs for donations to us to help us with our missions. Our overall mission is to provide sustainability. Our programs is self-sufficiency, farming, and financial security. But right now, at the point that I'm at, is a grassroots initiative. I'm just laying down the foundation for everything. And so I'm at the point where we have our board in place, we have everything in place. Now I'm looking to do sponsorships or find sponsorships for cleanup events. We're starting small. I have to start small. So I did do the backwards thing of starting an LLC for tables, chairs, and tents rental and have a home proprietary business for cookies because Wisconsin has cottage food laws that you can utilize for cookies. You can sell baked goods from your house, shelf-stable baked goods. But we're using all of that to fund our own projects because of how unsustainable brands are. So I figured get some small businesses going, get some, word of mouth going, volunteership.
Okay, pause. Okay, now the reason why I asked that question, Vanessa, is because right now you got to be able to I want you to take, okay, how much are you a cook? Do you like to cook?
I'm a baker.
Yo, you're a baker. Okay, that's good. If I take salt and I put it in my mouth by itself, is it disgusting? Kind of, sort of.
Yes.
What about if I bite a piece of butter?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, what about if I put the salt and the butter together and the flour? Does it taste a little better?
Getting some ingredients going.
What if I put that cocoa up in that thing or some vanilla? Right?
You're getting a preference.
There you go. What I'm going to ask for you to do is anytime you have an idea, anytime for your nonprofit I'm listening because I have a business. I have the business acumen to get it right. But you have to be able to explain, work on your pitch deck and reverse engineer from that with the business plan. Okay?
No, I can definitely see that. I know that I'm so nervous because I don't talk about
It's okay.
I come on a platform. Yeah, and so the nerves are taking over. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm actually doing pretty well. No tears, we're good. But what I feel like right now is I'm just a person with a dream and passion. I need to do something with it practical because that's where I'm at right now. Now it's showing what I'm able so I can get people to invest in me. That's where I want to be.
Okay, so let me okay, so for one, and I want everybody to listen to this.
Buying a home is
If God gave you the idea to start that business, then it is up to you to see. Sometimes the reason why you can't see the direction that you're going in with your business is because if you knew what it would take, you probably would quit. If you knew what it took for me to get here with my friends and family and how much like the recreating of the brand. Okay, so Winnovation, Win in Real Estate. This is one of our businesses. Bruno is one of our partners in the business, and he'll come on here in a minute. But it took us a long time to get here. Okay, we had too much ingredients in the pot. So what we had to do is we had to get everything in the pot. Then we had to move stuff around, and then we were basically road mapping into. I'll tell you an example. I want you guys to go to this website, and I want y'all to look at this. I want you to go to Wire, WIRE mentors.com. Go to that .com. Go to there right now, and I want you to tell me what the mission and vision of that company is. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because we had to revamp the brand. We had to rechurn the brand to where we got it into a nice little box. And then we built out if you look it up on Google, you will see it stands for Win in Real Estate. So we created a brand behind that. Can somebody read the mission and vision for me? And the reason why I'm asking you guys to do that is you can see Win in Real Estate. What does it say? Can anybody tell me? The mission and vision? Wire Mentors.
To provide the needed mentorship, education, and training for those seeking to invest in real estate or increase real estate sales.
So what do? I teach people how to invest in real estate or increase their real estate sales. So who's my avatar? Real estate investors and real estate agents, correct?
Yes.
What's the vision?
To make more versatile real estate, build your portfolio.
No. What's the vision?
To make more versatile real estate professionals and investors without compromising core principles of integrity and character.
So now now I want you to click on that link and I want you to go to our products. Now, the reason why I say that is because you're going to be able to easily utilize that as an example or a platform to build out your company. The reason why I'm asking you guys to look at this stuff is because now you know exactly how much it costs to do business with me. You know what it is that you're going to do. You know exactly what you're going to get. And then also if I was going to accuse you, if you wanted money from me, Vanessa, okay, you're coming to me and you say you want me to donate into your business. Number one, what problem do you solve? Number two, what can I find online about you, right? So that's the reason why you have to structure this thing to where it's going to be super easy to find you and transact with you. Is this making sense? What I'm saying?
Yes. This is making 100% sense. I wanted to say too that everything you say, it resonates with me so well.
There you go.
A long dark night of the soul. It lasted 9 months. It was not a 40-day wilderness. This was multiple months wilderness. And in that time, I spent that time watching TikTok and watching your content on how to pull things together. So it's very interesting to see that in real time, the way that you're explaining all of this, because it all makes 100% sense.
So now, so check it out. So if you see, I have options to where people can easily click, right? But then I want to take it one step further. Can you go to what clients are saying about us? Is there at the very top of the page? When you create any type of transaction, what am I getting when I pay this money? What's going to be the value of my product? But if you go to the Google profile that's attached to the website, and this is the reason why I tell you guys that admin will make or break your business, okay? I'm telling you guys, that's what's going to be. If I'm an investor, you have to make sure this stuff's in order. I'll give you an example right now. Uh, you got to, yeah, you got to have the plan. So when you're looking at it right there, boom. If you click down there at the bottom, you'll be able to click that little link down there at the bottom. It should take you directly to our Google profile.
So ease of use should be considered.
Boom. There it is right there. If you look on it, it goes directly to the Google profile. It shows you over 150 reviews. So I have evidence that people will be able to transact with me. So Vanessa, just to wrap everything up into a nice little bow, right? See, look, Winning Real Estate, how many reviews is it? 144 reviews, right? So, and then I have pictures of what it is that I'm doing. So to reverse engineer that stuff, it's going to be way easier for you to get more business into getting more people to do business with you if they can see what it is and you have a clear cut, precise product. So right now, if you go to expensive restaurants, do you see a lot of stuff on the menu or do you see a little stuff on the menu?
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Expensive restaurants don't have much on their menu. They literally have their specialty items.
That's correct. So when you go to any type of restaurant, you usually see not a whole lot of stuff on the menu. Why? Because they want you in and out. Boom. Hey, you got A, B, and C. That's it, right? So Vanessa, my advice to you is if you want to, let me give you my number because you said you've been hanging out with us for a little bit of time. I want you to get on a consultation call so we can tighten up your business, and I'll do it. We'll talk to you for free. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. So invest in you. Tell us how and then Josh, I'm gonna come to you next, brother. So invest in you. How can we help you win? What question do you have?
I noticed something when I went on that website.
What's that?
I noticed co-founder. Co-founder, mentor, founder.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's interesting because I heard something about co-founders and adding your family to the business and putting a whole life insurance policy on each one of your family members that work for your business. And all different types of things, man. I was interested in that. I'm trying to get more into the business side, but I am into real estate also. I know you got to build a portfolio because all these people that got wealthy, it's mostly because of real estate. Because every year property goes up, and every month everybody got to pay rent.
That's true, right?
And if you got Section 8 tenants, even during the COVID, even during the pandemic, you're still gonna make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's a strategy on top of multiple strategies, and I'm glad that you said that. Like a lot of people overthink starting a business, but getting a property and creating an LLC and then having your tenants pay the LLC is a business, right? I think that should be the fundamental foundation of anyone that's trying to get into any type of investing. Is starting small. You don't necessarily have to create this grandiose idea. Some of the stuff is just leveraging corporate structures to basically build out a business strategy. And the whole purpose of starting a limited liability company or S corp or C corp is basically to flow the money through the corporation so you pay less taxes, right?
Anthony,
Yes.
Anthony, would you suggest starting an LLC right away when you buy your first rental property?
100%.
Or would you recommend someone to be a sole proprietor for their first property until they move out of that property?
Great question. So his question was, should you start a limited liability company immediately? The answer is yes. Okay. So here's why though. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys some game. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck you on mute, Brother King. I got you. Guys, please do me a favor. If you're here and you're in the live right now, down at the bottom, I will see, I've been cooking. Guys, come on, get the shares up. Down at the bottom, I'm almost at 10,000 likes. I appreciate if you guys will hit that right arrow and then share this live right now. Guys, my goal is to get to 50 shares, okay? And then 10,000 likes while I'm on the live today. So if you guys can help me get a little closer to our goal, down at the bottom, go ahead and share that with a couple of your friends to get some people in here as we're cooking on the ones and twos. Okay, so let me answer this question, and then Josh, I'm coming to you, and then King to you next, okay? So down at the bottom, you'll see a right arrow next to that little magic wand. Please hit that share button and get the shares up so we can continue to grow. Now, I highly suggest that you get a corporate LLC when you get that rental property. The LLC is not going to own the property. The LLC is going to operate the business. So I highly listen to what I'm about to say to all of you people on all my social media platforms. Hello. Okay. The strongest level of corporate structure is going to be a limited liability company, multiple member LLC. Everybody put that down in the chat, tweet it, Google it, put it on Christian Mingles, whatever you got to do to remember this. Multiple member limited liability company. Here's why. Multiple member. If you have an LLC and it's just you in the LLC, then and you're the only owner, then you can they know, they look you up and they see that it's you, and then they have something called a charging order, and that LLC operates like a sole proprietor. When you have multiple members, let's just say that King, Josh, Milvet, and Invest in You are my family members. I put them as members in the LLC, right? Then that means it's multiple people that are in the LLC and hold ownership. So that basically means if a lawsuit or something was to happen, they will do something called a charging order. Can you look up charging order, Mil to Vet, and tell me what it means? I'm going to use you for an example. And guys, give him a follow because he's volunteering to be my Googler. Okay. Charging order.
And I'm here for it, man. More knowledge, more power.
Charging order.
Pearson, that sole proprietor, right? The problem with being a one person on an LLC, in layman's terms, is when you create an LLC, it's creating a veil that's supposed to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the sole proprietor of an LLC, it's so much easier for them to pierce that veil and come after you if you don't, if you have your name listed on there.
This is the second time I ever heard anybody say veil. The first time I heard about it, they were saying it's something like marriage, you know, the veil that the woman wears. But the way they use it in business is like so different to me. I did not know that. That stuff is deep. That veil stuff. I heard like this is the second time I heard about it.
Okay, so just imagine that corporate veil. When we say corporate veil, it basically is like almost like a layer of protection around your business, right? So it basically is a corporate veil basically protects the personal assets from the business assets. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So Daniel, come on up, brother. You're welcome, more than welcome to come up. So guys, when you have a corporate veil or something like that, that basically means that okay, here's my business and here's my personal. I don't want to commingle. Okay, so that means that the LLC is separate. That's a separate entity. I have a what? What do I borrow stuff with? My social security number. My LLC has something called an EIN number. That's like that checks the solvency of your business. And then also you can borrow money that almost acts like a person as well. So that can be collateralized to borrow against. You want to keep them separate. So basically that's what a corporate veil means. And if I have multiple members, there's something called a charging order. Everybody put that in the chat. Charging, like charging a bull, and order, ORDER. Basically, a charging order is like garnishing your wages. So did you look it up, Milvet? Can you give the definition real quick, if you don't mind looking up charging order real quick? Because I know you got your iPad.
Glenn, I heard you say sovereign. Are you familiar with sovereign citizen?
Hold on, bro. I'm live, so try not to interrupt if you don't mind, because I'm live on a I'll come back to you, but I kind of got to pace. Okay, so I'll come right back to you for that question. Just table that question, and I'll come right back to you.
So charging order is a court order lien that allows a creditor to intercept and receive distributions from a business entity like an LLC or partnership to satisfy a debt owed by a member or owner of that entity.
Right. So that basically means if I have an LLC, and let's just say Invest in You, Milvet, Josh, and King are all members in my limited liability company, and I do something goofy in the LLC, They can't hold you guys accountable for that goofiness that I did in the LLC. They can only do a charging order and garnish the wages of the LLC for damages, right? But if I've already paid the money, if the money flows into the LLC and then I pay distributions to you, my LLC is not going to have a whole bunch of value, and that's the reason why you want multiple member limited liability companies. Now, the difference between that and an S corp, let's just say I have an S corp, okay, and my S corp is worth $1 million. When you set up an S corp and a C corp, you have shareholders. Can you look up shareholders? And this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about. And then I'm going to open it up for questioning. And guys, if you guys are on the live right now, hit the little plus sign and get in the box. Okay. And I don't see any shares down here, guys. What's up with the shares? Share this with some of your friends. Okay. All right. So let me ping.
All right. I'm not muted. All right. Shareholder is an individual in a company or institution that owns shares in a company, representing a claim to a portion of its assets and profits.
There you go. So basically, the fundamental difference is, remember, LLCs have members. S corps and C corps have shareholders. If I have $1 million business and I have 100 shares, that means that each individual share is worth $10,000. So now, if I slip and fall, boom, and you got an S corp, and I sue you, and I look you up, and you're the only owner, and you have an S corp, and I see that your company is worth $1 million, and a judge invest in you says, I'm going to award Anthony Glenn $600,000 in damages. You don't have that $600,000, but guess what? That S corp does, because that S corp owns the business, or that S corp owns the real estate. So now when I sue you, I get awarded $600,000 and the company is worth $1 million. Am I now a majority or a minority owner in the company?
And that person can totally just take your entire company.
That person can get in your company and vote you out of the company, because now I'm a majority owner in your company. So Brother Josh and King, welcome to the show. Brother Josh, how can I help you win in real estate? What question do you have?
So I guess sitting here and listening, I don't really have any questions, because you are hitting the nail on you're hitting the nail with the hammer right now. So
It's good.
Me personally, I'm a 23-year-old male veteran coming out of Hawaii, married. I have a kid, one child, and tapping on to what Neil said earlier, and co-sign on what you said also, Glenn. Try not to put all our eggs in one basket, but keeping it at like two to one. So me personally, I'm dabbling in a lot of different things right now. When it comes to business, when it comes to real estate, I do a little bit of stocks also. But right now, I'm getting to where I really do want to narrow it down, and I'm trying to get into real estate, where I'm trying to get my first property. I'm trying to keep the location. I say that for later, but I'm trying to get my first property somewhere right now in the United States, and really go from there. Starting with, we were talking about tax breaks and everything. So I know if I get a property with a certain amount of rooms in it, I can rent out one of those rooms as an office, and then I work from that office with my LLC, and I go from there. It's not really a question. It's more of it's a statement.
Josh, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. You're stationed in Hawaii right now?
Currently not stationed. I'm no longer in the military. I'm a veteran now, and I'm in Mississippi right now. Right now I'm in Mississippi.
Okay, and are you working?
I'm not working. No.
Okay, so do you get disability income for? Okay, all right. So a cool thing about you, Josh, is that you are at home right now, right?
Well, this right now, the property I'm in right now, I'm in an apartment right now, and I also know that VRE will cover some of this apartment costs for me to go to college right across the street. And so that's why, like I said, I'm like this right now. So I'm moving to go and get into a college, get my first property, real property mortgage.
And this is why I'm glad that you came up on the show, because the people like you, this is the reason why we exist. Okay. So looking at your scenario, you already pay rent, right? So now if you're looking at a scenario, what's up, Otis? Good to see you, brother. Shout out to Otis James that just pulled up on the gram. And he has the 4 Data Points Academy. If you guys look up Otis, I want everybody to put this in the chat right now. Otis, ODISJAMES. Okay, I want y'all to look him up. This is a person you definitely should follow. He has the 4 Data Points Academy. I actually graduated along with 20 other real estate professionals. We graduated from his course, and I highly recommend for new investors to look him up. Okay, because he's a very, very intelligent person, and I co-sign. He ain't paying me for this, but I co-sign on a really good person that you guys could invest in with trying to get into real estate. So for you, Josh, I mean, you got a pen? Pen, a writing pen. Come on, man. Come on. So you must be in the army, man. You ain't got no damn pen. What the hell? Okay.
Watch your tone, fucking dirtbag.
What up, Lita? Shout out to Lita. You damn right, man. Who the hell is this guy, man? This must be a Coast Guard dude or something. Ain't got no damn pen. I've been kicking all this information. He ain't writing nothing down. Okay, so for you, man, I want you to write this down. If you want to be you said you're married, right? Can I ask you some hard questions, young man? Okay, do you have kids?
I do. I have one kid, one child.
How old is he?
He's finna turn 2 in August this year.
Do you want your kid to grow up in a place that you own, that if something was to happen to you, that he can inherit it?
Yeah, he can inherit it, yes.
Okay, so you're gonna write this number down, and you're gonna text me right after this, okay? Because I'm gonna help you. All right, 760. Repeat it. 573. 2731. You're going to text the word WIN to that number right now, and then we're going to get you on a roadmap for in the next 48 months, okay? That's 2 whole years for you to get your first investment property, okay? So we're going to give you a roadmap to that. You're going to text that number, and then we're going to give you a roadmap. Because see, when I like when people come on here, because a lot of people just don't know the steps to do it. And if you're trying to start a business and you're trying to start real estate, text that number right now, okay? And I'm gonna commit myself with my team to help you. Bruno, you mind coming in here or hopping on real quick? We got Josh on the live right now. Bruno's going to get on a phone call with you, okay? And we're going to give you a roadmap to become an investor today. Okay.
Hey, Josh. Josh, 23 years old, man. You have so much potential going on for you, dude. You have your disability. You have the GI Bill. You have the VA home loan. You have so
That's right. I forgot about that.
I just want you to think about it.
Yeah, I don't even mean to cut you off a little bit, but that's one of the things that me personally I love personally. And I know I heard Vanessa speaking earlier, talking about helping people with churches and whatnot. So me personally, like I said, with my first LLC, I want to do private. So private equity, that's just my idea. But back on Vanessa, it's just inspirational for me to hear this. She just wants to work with it.
But here's the thing, though.
You got the world, bro.
Yes, but
it's at plenty of time up until I'm at least 30. Like I got so much to do, so much potential up until, you know what I'm saying? So respect.
Okay, so here's Bruno. Bruno's going to be the one on a phone call with you to give you the roadmap. Okay, Bruno, you want to tell the people who you are and what you do, bro?
Oh yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, my name is Bruno. I'm a retired Marine man. Spent 20 years in the Marine Corps, retired, and then got super heavy to real estate. Man, started off doing real estate while I was still active duty. Been doing this for about 10 years, and it just got to the point, man, where I'm like, there's just so much money in the world out there. how to drop these retirement papers, man, and move on to bigger and greater. But just here, man, been rocking with Tony for a hot minute, man, and just doing what it is that we do, man. Try to help guys like you guys, everyone who's tapping in, everyone who's listening, people who are committed to making change and really winning, man. But it's like that. It's people that are looking to win, but that are also willing to be able to pay it forward to others to kind of help the movement and bring other people with you, man. Because it's like Tony says, man. If you want to go, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, right, do it together. So excited to be here, man. Hey, I look forward to talking to you, brother.
How the hell are you on TikTok right now and you're standing behind me, man? You got a clone or something? He got what the hell? Hey, don't trust this guy right here. This guy's fake, dog. It's not even a real person, man. But make sure you guys hit make sure you hit that follow button on Bruno. Yeah, I know, for real. What the hell? Okay, brother. So Josh, text that number and put done in the chat. Do it right now. Okay. And then Bruno's gonna get on a call with you. King, how can I help you win in real estate, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. Thank the panel as well, and all those who served. I think I joined you about 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm actually listening to you. And I've had rental properties, all that great stuff. I'm not gonna call myself old. I'm 56. I retired 2 times federally. I got all of those attaboys, 100% SMC, all that great stuff that I'm no longer able to be employed, but I'm very familiar with everything you're talking about. LLCEIN. I've even researched on the VA side, the VA loan. You can individual soldier married that I've served. I'm looking into I got 2 daughters, and we're going to collaborate along with my wife. Not for me per se. You were talking about the inheritance for the family members, and that's for my children and my grandson. I'm going to continue to follow you, and right now, I'm not. The best time is right now, of course. My oldest is a nurse. The other one works in the medical field. The wife had to have a major back surgery, so that's part of my team. We've been discussing that. I know the route I'm taking, but I'm going to follow you. I already have. I'm going to continue to follow you and get this great information. But at the same token, I'm probably going to end up buying one of the plans when I'm ready, and my family, the 4 of us, so we can be there together. I'm going to be the asset as far as the VA loan, and we're going to collaborate all credits together and make this thing happen. I'm going with the 4. And I've already get a long-term vision plan. I went to school dealing with proposal writing and all that great stuff.
Oh, hold on. Guys, I got a special announcement. Mr. Braylock, we got you, brother. Okay. So right now, guys, we got 16 people who text the word win to that phone number, 760-573-2731. To get on a free consultation call with us. Mr. Braylock, congratulations, man. You did a commitment, okay? And then here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Once you get your investment property or once you get your business established, guys, this is not just about buying real estate. This is about everything. And I want to say congratulations for your commitment. I think that's what it starts with. And King, Brother King, I think it's very commendable what you're doing. What I heard is grandkids, and then you have some successful kids. Which one is the veteran? I got Otis James in the building too, man.
I'm a 24-year combat disabled vet.
What,
I did 24.
What branch of service?
I did Army.
Oh, never mind. Sir, I'm sorry we can't help you in this live. We don't help Army folk up in here, man. Of course the Marines are gonna bail y'all out. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. And the keep our hey, if y'all not ready for the listen. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you something. One thing that I like about doing these lives is that, guys, this is not just for vets, but vets get a little crazy, man. We get to talk, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. We can talk trash amongst the other veterans, but I'll be damned if somebody talk crap against us. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters, we love each other. Yeah, we love each other, and then we respect each other. Brother King, yeah, we got you. So listen, did you text the number, King? Did you write the number down?
No, I got the 560 from you. I had to get a.
Come on, Army. Come on.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm listening. I've been talking to my children and this queen, and she's my go-to, if it makes sense.
Okay.
She's always been in management, accounting, computer programming. So that's the one. You know, I got to put 4 individuals, including me, we're all an asset to the corporation.
You got the general. You got the general listening. Just go on and say the general is in charge, man. You know, we understand, brother. Yes. So
I got the 560, sir.
Let me give you the
Anthony.
Let me give you the number, okay? Because we got a full panel today. We got Otis. Guys, listen to me. Follow these people. Follow Brother Otis James. Follow Ian Jensen, the co-host, and follow Lita. Follow everybody on the panel, guys. This is the thing. You come in my box, your social media is gonna grow with your question. And I think the biggest thing with a lot of people that they don't get is that we understand the power of team. Look, I've only been on TikTok for about 9-10 months now, and we've been able to garner over 10,000 followers, and we're just getting started, guys. So if you come on our panel and you have a good question, you're gonna get some followers, and then also you're gonna get fed. You're gonna get your question answered, okay? And then you're gonna get a free membership to Christian Mingles. All right. I'm joking. I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Money make the world go around, and knowledge is power. And sometimes you have to express your finances.
That's it, Brother King. Where are you from, by the way?
Oh my God, that's a long story. I live in Louisiana now, where my wife is from. I was born in VA, but of course, lived family New York, DC, Jersey.
Okay.
I know you're holding your head down. Where you from, Mr. Anthony, if I may ask?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, man. Southern
ATL.
A-Town. Yes, but I'm living.
Stationed there for almost 5 years.
Okay, but I live in. Were you at McPherson?
No, I wasn't that fortunate. I was at the home of the brave Fort Benning that used to be.
Okay, Fort Benning. That's a great. That's a great. That's where Jump School is at.
Yeah, very familiar.
I'm gonna call you Old Bones, Brother King. Yes, you gotta hold them knees together, man. Right?
Trust me, maybe one day offline we'll talk, and we may have been at the same theaters at the same time period.
That is possible for sure.
Yes, sir.
Now let me give you guys the number, and then I'm gonna go to Lita for introduction, Ian, and then my brother Otis James. Okay. So here's the number, guys. If you guys want to get on a free consultation call with us, we have a VA loan masterclass coming up, and then we also have some other investment opportunities to where you guys can get the notification when we come on live. Here's the number: 760 573 2731. You're going to text WIN to that number, 760-573-2731. Text WIN to that number. Okay, so you guys can win with us. Win in business, real estate, trust, life insurance, whatever it is. We teach about everything. If you want to learn how to structure your corporation the correct way, if you want to invest in real estate, we got you. If you guys want to go through a roadmap with us, if you want a free consultation with us, text that WIN, whatever question it is, business question, anything. Text WIN to 760-573-2731. WIN to 760-573-2731. Lita.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, but I really appreciate your insight. I really appreciate your knowledge. I'm gonna step down, step out, and I'm gonna be in contact with you all.
Okay, appreciate you coming on. Bruno's gonna give you a call, man, so we can get you started. And congratulations, by the way, for your commitment, bro. We got you, and then we look forward to linking up with you. Okay, Lita, how you doing, sister? You want to tell the people who you are and what you do? I made you a moderator too.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, all the power. So I'm an Army vet. I am a social media marketer. I website that basically hosts all the different veteran communities, veteran businesses, and veteran outreach that there is on this app as well as across streaming platforms. I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and I just came in to support Anthony. I met him about 2 months ago and love what he's fucking doing. So I jump in the boxes to gain my people to come in and start. So I build websites for veteran businesses. I do everything pro bono. I do have my own that I do on a national level that is not veteran based, but that's my job out there. So I bring it here to boost up everybody here.
And guys, the reason why I bring people in here, look, check this out. Again, we don't care about how big you are or how large your business is. We want to network with other like-minded people. So so when you come in here in our lives and you have a question, get in a box, okay? Yes. See the merch? Oh, popping. Yes. Okay.
It's all about the networking, really. These applications and everything are amazing, but it is all about the networking. It's getting your name out there, putting yourself out there, and making yourself grow.
Thank you for coming up, Lita. And then guys, if you have questions, make sure you follow Miltavet, Lita, Ian, Otis James. Without further ado, my friend, my brother, Otis, you want to tell the people who you are and what you're doing, and we'll go to Ian.
First of all, man, I thought I was rocking TikTok this morning. I had about 1,000 people in the room, and then I looked up and it was like, oh no, there's 2 people in the room. I just called you guys at the house. I was in too. I was ready to get down. Yeah, I'm a full-time real estate investor, founder of the 48 Points Academy, and on the winning real estate team, directly and indirectly at the same time. And I was on Instagram a second ago. I gave y'all 2 cents, and then I came over here just to see if I can get change back. So I don't know what I did. You got 2 cents coming your way from something. I don't know how to work any of this. You got some money coming. I don't know what it is. That's coming out of child support. But you got it. Hey man, look, I had some people in our what we call our real estate family, and there's some overlap because a lot of my folks follow you too. And they were, and I know you were taking questions, but the being able to use the VA loan to buy 4 units and have an office, can you explain that really, really quick for folks? Because it's one thing to use it for your personal residence, but man, that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? So, you know, if we're talking about a wealth mindset now, we're talking about investing and taking it far beyond. So explain that process, because I couldn't articulate it. When it comes to VA loans, I just defer people to you. So if you could explain that for me and some other folks listening, man.
I'll do that only if you rock the 4 data points and what they how they operate. And then Ian is going to talk. Me and Ian are going to talk about going over buying a multifamily. You like the merch, bro? Is that fire or what, man?
Man, you saw me go and put my hat on. That's rough. Only Marines can do that. I'm Navy, so.
This is called this is a WAGA hat. Win America Great Again.
You're gonna have to put the logo on the back for the Navy.
All right, we support it all.
King, are you airborne?
Aaron, used to be. I'm medically retired, man.
Okay. My father, my brother's a retired colonel. He's for 82nd, and so my father is out of 82nd out of Fayetteville. They went to jump school in 82.
That's my unit affiliation, brother.
Amen. What's that?
You chiefing?
Am I chiefing? No. I'm the worst example of a military. Look, when people thank me for my service, I don't even take it. Bro, look, I was the same rank when I went out as I went in. 0.
It decreased. You go to career, obviously. Honestly,
you didn't decrease. Look, I was running the same printer when I started as when I got out. Just making sure that printer worked. That was my whole job. So.
Listen, as long as you changed up your soaps.
Hey, but Anthony mentioned the 4 data points, and the 4 data points is a foundation what serves multiple purposes. And when teaching people how to invest in real estate, it can be overwhelming. There's just too much information. So I had to find a way to teach it so it was easily received. So when we're considering a subject property, whether it's a multifamily 2,000 unit apartment development or a freaking treehouse, it all applies. It's just 4 questions to help us determine whether we should continue on that path or disengage and go do something else. And those 4 questions are: what does it cost? What does it cost to fix up? What's it going to be worth when I'm done? How much income can it generate? And the answers to those questions force new investors to uncover information that they wouldn't have known to ask about. And then I teach them how to translate those answers into a plan of action. It also forces people to remove all the noise, right? All of the things that don't matter in a real estate deal when you're first looking at it. And it forces people to focus. So 4 questions. If you answer those 4 questions, it'll tell you things like how much money you have to leave in the deal, what type of financing you can get, how can you exit if you can exit at all, can you do anything creative. So it's a learning process, and the folks that I teach stay with me for life. So it's just part of the evolution of being a beginning real estate investor and to turning into a seasoned one. So, and when you teach me something new, you might have to teach me 10 and 12 times. And on the 12th time, you got to teach me with the same enthusiasm you taught me the first time. So we simplify it as much as possible, and it helps people build confidence and make sure that they protect themselves and they don't get into something they can't get out of. We do that for everybody, whether they sign on with us or not.
And guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor right now, please. If you guys are enjoying this conversation and you want Ian to show you guys how you, as a non-veteran, can partner with a veteran, put a 2 in the chat right now, because we're about to kick some game for you guys. That means that you, as a non-veteran, can invest with a veteran with their VA loan. And Ian is going to introduce himself and talk to you guys the benefits of doing this. Legacy, I see a number 2. Just one of y'all. We got 24 people in here right now. And guys, if you're and get in the box. So don't be afraid to get in the box, guys. We don't bite. Come on up, because that helps the algorithm. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys to hit that little plus sign and get in the box. Ian, over to you. Go ahead and kick it, brother.
Hey, all right, everybody. So, really critical piece of the VA loan that a lot of people overlook. All right, so a little trivia question for those that can talk. Like, how much do you usually have to come in to buy a piece of real estate? How much money down?
For personal residents, come in as little as 3.5% FHA.
Yeah, FHA is too. Yeah.
Unless you're
So, but with, say again? Sorry, middle to vet. What was that? I didn't hear you say.
Usually people think 20%, but 3.5% for FHA.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with the example of the 20%, right? Because this is something that's a little bit different than your traditional like FHA purchase, right? So partnering with a vet, you get to take advantage of all the different opportunities that the VA loan allows, right? Like, so there's a couple benefits that people don't think about that are like intangible. Well, they're not. Well, whatever. Run with it. You have the interest rate reduction refinance loan, right? So you have a perk within the VA loan that allows you to take advantage of interest rates, and then it doesn't matter if the property doesn't appraise anymore at value, or if you don't have to requalify for income. So those are 2 major benefits that you get to get the fellow that you get to take advantage of when you partner with a veteran to buy a piece of real estate.
Pause right there. I got a question to ask you. How many days does it take for that, though?
It takes 180 days after your first payment.
210.
Yeah, so 80 plus 30 after closing. Plus 30 after closing.
Right.
Because like it's after your first payment. It takes 6 months after your first payment, and most banks are going to give you that 30-day grace period.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. So, but one, you got that advantage right there. So it's a streamlined loan, no requalification for income, no reappraisal. So if things are upside down, but the rates are better, you can take advantage of it still. And there's an opportunity for you to come in with less money down, and that's the biggest picture that I want everybody to realize too. Is like you don't have to come in with the full 20% down like you would if you were investing in real estate traditionally. So if you are partnering with a veteran, the VA loan covers 25% of the value of that home, right? 25%. So if in that case, also if you're partnering with it, they'll cut it in half. You got 12.5. So you only have to come in with 12.5% down. And then you still get to take advantage of the lower interest rates, the interest rate reduction refinance loan, which is a perk built into the VA loan. And then also too, you don't have PMI on that loan too. So even if you have to come in a little bit higher, you get to take advantage of not having the extra PMI on that particular loan.
Now,
it's a massive opportunity for you to get into the real estate space if you have a veteran friend that you're trying to partner with.
now let me give you guys some more game too on this real quick, because I'm gonna talk about this that a lot of people don't get. You guys can hear me, right? What's up, Mark? I see Mark Days in the building.
Very well, Anthony.
Okay, so now check this out. Now, if you are let's just say that you guys are you wanted to buy, everybody put the number 5 in the chat. 5, 5, 5. Now, I'm going to show y'all something and I'm going to break this down. You can buy a 5 unit with a veteran and not go on the loan and not put any money down and still have ownership as a non-veteran for that property. So let me give you guys an example. 1 unit, the veteran has to stay in, okay? 1 unit, 1 business unit. So that means that you can have a business unit and you live in 1 door. And then you have 3 residential doors that you can have for rental income to make that 5 unit, okay? So here it is, 1 business unit, right? So this could be, you can have that own business. Now, 75% of the potential income of the vacant doors, 75, everybody put the 75 in the chat right now. 75%. Now, check this out. That means that you can buy, if I'm a veteran, Brother King, he says that I want to buy a 5 unit. There's no minimum credit score and no maximum loan amount for that purchase. So that means that he can buy a $4 million 5-plex as long as the numbers work out. And the potential income of the vacant doors can be used to qualify. So that means that if he's living in 1 door, okay, so let's just say this, Ian, I need your calculator brain real quick, if you don't mind. Can you help me? Okay. All right. So let's just say that each one of these doors is $2,500. I got 4 doors at $2,500. So what is $2,500 times 4?
10 grand.
10 grand. Multiply 10 grand times 12 months.
120 grand.
Now 75% of 120 grand.
So 120, so that's 12 and a half is 10. So that's puts us at 25 plus another 12 and a half. It's at 37 and a half.
Okay, so that means $90,000 of the potential. If you make $100,000, Uncle Sam is going to plus up your income $90,000 to qualify for that multifamily. Now, watch this, Otis. Otis and I, Otis, and if you guys want me, Otis, and Brother Ian to give you guys an example, put a 3 in the chat, guys, and get in a box. Come on, y'all. Come on up. Get in the box. Okay. Then I got Mark Dizzle in the building. Okay. Shout out to Mark Days in the building, man. Yo! Oh! We got Mark Days in the building, man. Mark, let the people know who you are and what you do, bro.
Yeah, my name is Mark Days. I'm a founder of Coffee Mobile, which is a technology buyback company. Knowing y'all for a long time, man, so I'm just here to learn as usual. Otis was good. Ian was good. There you go. So we in the building. We Voltron now.
Yeah. They done messed around and. Okay, so.
We actually met yet, but we'll chat later, brother.
Okay, so guys, make sure you follow Mark Days. I want to publicly say that, listen, this brother right here had put me in doors that I wouldn't be able to open myself. The part of the reason why we were able to get the partnership with Grant Cardone is because he put me right next to the family. He's like, yo, F that. I'm bringing your ass in. You're going to sit right next to Elena. And we had a little wacky person that was sitting next to us, but we're not going to go into that. My sister was a little starstruck, right? They had to tell us to calm down. But guys, yeah. But guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, I want y'all to understand the power of we over me. Okay, we over me. Listen, you cannot go by this thing by yourself. You got Otis that teaches the 4 data points academy. You have Mark Days that can help you get your business tight and network with people. You got Ian Jensen that's going to be the mathematical genius with the cool beard. You got Mil Tavet that is a journalist, right? You got King that can put us in front of more Army people. Don't underestimate your ability to build out your network by collaborating and helping people. If you want to make money in this game, whether it's business or anything else, ask this simple question: how can I help you? And commit yourself to doing it. And naturally, that money is going to come back to you 10x. Okay. So for those of you that are joining, make sure you follow my friends. I feel excited because I have my brothers and sisters that's on stage right now. My brothers that's on stage right now. We don't have any sisters, but we didn't get here by ourselves. If I told y'all what our first merch looked like, you would be laughing. Our stuff was trash, right? But you got to keep going, man. You better feed Cujo over there. Who was that? They got that barking dog.
We forgot to feed him. He looking at us like, you got me intermittent fasting.
Okay. So now, so now, guys, listen. So guess what? What I want you guys to do me a favor right now, guys. Make sure all of you, we got 31 people here right now. I want you guys down at the bottom to hit that arrow that's next to the question and the little wand. And I'm going to respectfully ask you guys to share this live with 5 people. After you share the live with 5 people, I want you guys to tap that screen. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Hit the hell out of that. Tap that screen 30. Just count 1, 2, 3. If you ain't tapping, is clapping, guys. So tap the screen so we can get more people. We got 13,000 likes right now, and we need y'all to tap that screen because we got 33 people. And if you're here on the stage right now, you'll see a little plus arrow. Get in a box. Fill my boxes up. We got 2 more spaces for you guys to come up and rock out on the 1s and 2s with us, guys. So if you're in the listening lounge and you guys want to come up and you have a real estate, business, trust, any type of question, we're going to round out. Can you explain the interest rate reduction refinance? And Otis and I are going to go through doing a, we're going to talk to you guys about, let's do the BRRRR strategy with the VA loan. Y'all want to do that? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with Ian to give the BRRRR strategy. And we're going to give you guys an example of what you can do with the VA. And Daryl, thank you for coming to the show. We got you next for the question, but I want to get through this question. Okay. So can you tell me what the first B and the 2 R's is, Ian, and explain that? And then Otis, you take the last ones. And then we're going to walk through the BRRRR strategy with an actual VA home loan, so you guys can see how you guys can rock out with this. Go ahead, kick it, Ian, and then we'll go over to Otis.
All right, everybody. Okay, BRRRR, really important strategy. I've used it. Currently doing it once, and I already did it again, right? So it's a great opportunity to kind of build some real estate value. Once you kind of have a little bit of understanding why you take classes from really smart people, right? Shout out to Otis. and I literally did this after I took Otis's class. So if y'all want, and I owe you a testimony, Otis. I'll get you out one today. I'm gonna wait for the sky to clear up out here so it's all sunny and beautiful. So that I got a cool background. All right, y'all. So buy or build is the B. All right, buy or build. What can you buy it for? What could you build it for? All right, so you identify an asset and you ask yourself, where you ask the market, you kind of figure out what is the realistic purchase price or build price for this particular piece of real estate you're going to acquire or you plan to acquire. Then after that, you got to really open up the books and figure out what is it going to take to rehabilitate this property. So the BRRRR method is usually used when you have a piece of real estate where you have some kind of asymmetric advantage, right? There's some kind of opportunity that your beautiful brain can see in this asset that's going to create some kind of advantage for you to get in there, right? You see, this place needs paint, but I can put it back on market, that kind of thing, right? So you say, what's it going to cost to rehab? All right. And then after that, you got to figure out what is it going to rent for? All right. So that way, you know that after you buy the thing and after you take off all the barnacles, what is that thing? What is that asset going to produce for rent? Because that's a really important one. Do not sleep on that one, and make sure you have an accurate idea about what your end state is to how that piece of real estate is going to face the market. So we've had a couple people that do some wild stuff where they have a plan like, I'm going to have an Airbnb. I'm going to buy this thing and I'm going to rehab it and I'm going to make it an Airbnb because it's right next to Disney World. And then what that happens is they find out that there's 87 other Airbnbs in the same area, and that business model does not work. So you need to really understand what you are going into it with to see how that product is going to face the market and how it's ultimately going to generate income. So once you have those three figures out, three figures understood and analyzed accurately, that's when you kick it off into the final R of the process, and that's where I'm going to hand it off to Otis.
And before we get into that, I want to say something. Let's do this example, Otis. Let's do a property. The VA loan purchase was for $500,000, and everybody put this acronym in the chat: ARV. ARV, and then Otis is going to explain it to you guys because we want to walk you guys through this. Let's just say the property. What did I say the property was purchased for?
500,000.
And then let's just say that's a distressed VA loan, 5-unit. And then let's say that the after repair value is $800,000.
Okay. Now see, I usually do 100,000 as an example because everybody up here they go to college like you. I need 6 credits to graduate junior college. If you take pi and divide it by simple numbers, I can use examples like if you buy a house for $10, you sell it for $12. All right. So, Burn, 20%. So there you see. So Ian talked about buy, rehab, and rent it out. Okay, so buy, rehab, and rent it out. You got to rent it out because some of the loan products that we use, they can take the rental income, or in the case of VA, potential rental income to qualify you. And then you refinance. Now, this is the one area where VA loans blow everything else out of the water. And let's say that, I got the calculator just in. So let's say I got a property that we just bought it at $500,000. It was a value add. Value add means you made it worth more than you bought it for. So we bought it at $500,000, and the goal is to borrow everything we can to buy it and fix it up, and then pay all that back out of the refinance and keep the change. So let's say that in this particular case, we did a VA loan and for $500,000, and let's say that $50,000 worth of work. We can borrow that from anywhere, right? So let's just say you're, and you could go to a consumer credit site, you could do a HELOC, you can pull it out of your borrow against your 401k, insurance. It doesn't matter. You're going to pay it back wherever you borrow from, even if you borrow from your parents. So you're all in $550,000. Now we made the house worth $800,000. Now $800,000. If we go to a bank and say, "Hey, I bought this house for $500,000. We fixed it up. Now I want to do a cash out refinance." They send an appraiser out. An appraiser validates it's worth $800,000. Typically, you can do 80% of that. You can bring 80% of that. So if I go 800,000 times 0.80, that means I can get a $640,000 mortgage. Now, in the case of Burr, this $640,000 mortgage pays all the existing debt. Pays off the $500,000, pays off the $50,000 we borrowed to pay it back, regardless of where we borrowed the $50,000 from. So $640,000 minus the $550,000 we're all in equals $90,000. We just walked away with $90,000 tax free because we still own the asset. It's not a taxable event. We just took a loan against it. Okay. Now this is where the VA blows everything out of the water. Let's go back to that $800,000 value that we created. Now, Ant, if I do a VA loan on $800,000, what's the percentage of the value they'll let me take out?
100% of the equity position. Everybody put 100. 100. Guys, this is the difference. So that means, guys, that I don't know why y'all not banging those thumbs out. That means that every single penny I can take out of the house, and guess what? I can use the equity position inside of the property in escrow when I buy the property to rehab the property. So that basically means not only am I getting that $300,000, let's just say Otis is my broker, right? Because he's licensed, and you wanted to, and Ian is, let's just say Ian and Otis are my brokers, right? And then they are able to negotiate concessions to rehab that property. So now from the seller can rehab the property. So when you close on the property, it is already at that value. But go ahead, Otis, back to you.
No, you're right. So at this new value of $800,000 that we created, the first example where we didn't use a VA loan to do our cash out refinance, we walked away with $90,000. Now I'm not including points, fees, and all that stuff. This is for easy math. With the VA loan, because you're able to access 100% of the value, you're walking away with $250,000 plus points, fees, and all of those things. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to do that, but that's the overall concept. There's additional benefits depending on how you structure this, but ultimately, the VA loan allows you to access more of the property's equity. Now, if you access more of the property's equity and you go out and buy a Porsche, shame on you. we want to access the property's equity to go buy more cash flowing assets. So on the road to wealth, what's going to get us there quicker? Using conventional or being able to use the VA loan. Now, there has to be some ownership component in it, right? But there is. You can structure it that way, especially if you're partnering with a vet. And I also want to just disclaimer, I am not a VA. Everything I know about VA loans comes from these gentlemen right here. And I'm a seasoned real estate investor. So, if I mess something up, I'm always going to defer back to them because of the type of investing I use. I don't typically use VA loans because there's not an ownership component. But if I was going to move in a property or house hack a property or do a bunch of other things that you can do with the VA loan, it would fall into that category. So I just want to say that. So there's always somebody on the internet that says, well, you can't do it if you, we get it, right? But there is a way to structure this to where you can meet your financial objective a lot more favorably than with traditional finance. Go ahead, Anthony.
And guys, if you guys like this panel, Daryl, is this your first time here with us? Daryl, see, listen, you wasn't expecting to get this much game on TikTok, were you?
Yeah, I was just scrolling around, to be honest, and I ran across it. I was like, okay, it sounds pretty interesting. My name is Daryl. I'm from Illinois, so I was scrolling across the page. I'm doing a little. My investing is more or less in tax liens and tax deeds. That's kind of how I got started in this. But as I listen to this, I'm not a veteran, but
you don't have to be. And you don't have to be. We don't just talk to veterans, guys. You do not have to be a vet. Guys, if you guys want to get the notification of when we go live, put a 3 in the chat right now, guys. Put a 3 in the chat if you guys want to know when we go live, because we're going to talk about when we go live. Okay, guys, we're going to be doing these. We're going to be doing these rooms. Okay, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, and I want you guys to text this number so you guys could get in the Facebook group. Okay, so you guys could know when we're going to be going live. The phone number is 760. Okay, write this number down. 760 573 2731. If you guys want the notification, if you want a copy of a replay to this room, we'll text you that. Or if you guys want to win in real estate with us, okay, and then just get in the Facebook group. The number is 760 573 2731. You're going to text WIN win to that number. Okay, and then you guys can get on a free consultation call with us. Daryl, did you have any real estate questions that you wanted to ask? And then Michelle, you're going to be last on the queue. Guys, if you guys have a question, hit that plus button right there and get in this last box, guys, because we're going to be wrapping up here shortly. Because guess what, guys? I want every single person to put this word in the chat. Congratulations. We have a congratulations to somebody I'm about to announce. We are opening up escrow today for our marketing director. He's getting his first property today, guys. Today is going to be his first day. He started with me at when he was 16 years old. Nah, he started with us. Okay, his name is Alexis Vega. Okay, so if you see all of this stuff, all of these posts and stuff on social media, we have a really cool staff that helped us do that. He's getting his first investment property. So can you guys gently put congratulations in the chat for brother Alexis, and then you guys are going to see him get the keys with his little queen. Okay, so it's super exciting. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. What makes me feel good about this position, no matter how bad it gets, I wish you knew what it feels like to help people invest in real estate. It's nothing like it. It is phenomenal, man. It feels so awesome to be able to do that. And if it wasn't for you guys coming on the live and sharing and participating in the live, then people wouldn't know who we are. So I want you guys to continue to introduce yourselves until people are introducing. And I want y'all to continue to introduce yourself until people are introducing you. Make sure you follow our host, Ian Jensen, right there with the red hat on. Follow my co-host, Otis James. Follow Mark Days, my brother. Okay. This is the first time on live with us, but he's not new to our family. You want to make sure that you connect with him because he has a big network of people, and he owns a business that you guys could get into. It's called Coffee Mobile. If you have mobile devices that you want to refurbish and get a little bread, cash, coin, cabbage, kale, right? Make sure you give him a follow because you can send stuff to him and then he'll pay you for it. And then also, I'm telling you, you definitely want to network with this guy because he knows a lot of good people that can put you straight. Okay. But make sure you come correct because Mark don't play. All right. Okay. And then Sister Michelle. Yeah, go ahead, jump in, and then we're gonna go to Michelle. Is that how you say your name? Mike, Michelle. Michelle Riamore. No, I'm joking. Okay, Michelle, we got you next. Go ahead, say something. Then we're gonna close out with Michelle.
So everybody, I just kind of want to create a little perspective about what that really means in the bigger picture. About so our marketing director Alexis, I mean, he's making moves. He's worked really hard at 21, and he's going to be a homeowner, right? And so one of the things that I just kind of want to create awareness of is kind of what you're looking at in real time. So like by coming here and supporting us, and all those who have come here and support us in the past, you are the people that we have to thank to build this network that has been big enough to be able to support and have more staff within our organization. So by your supporting us, we are able to give more to other people, but also you're helping us create more opportunity for people within our direct network. And I don't know if this is coming across kind of weird, but we couldn't be in the position to grow enough to help others without everybody here bringing their network, bringing their other opportunities within our system, so that way we can support and grow everybody else around us, right? So like Tony's been doing a really good job, and Alexis has been working his ass off. So I mean, they all did it themselves, but we could not have gotten to the place where we could have grown big enough to support extra people within our community without everybody else coming in here and sharing their knowledge, so that way we could have a bigger and better network to provide value to everybody.
And the last thing that I'm gonna close out with to kind of be complimentary to that is that, guys, I don't care if it's 100 or 1,000 people that's in this live, right? The most important thing is I want the right people over the most people. We only want investors that are willing to take action. So whether it's 1 or 100 people, you're going to get the same energy from us because we started with 1. And I want to encourage you guys that all of you guys could start with just 1. Let's get your first property, start your first business. That's what it starts with. You're not going to know everything. You're going to mess some stuff up. You're not going to get it right. But if your creator said, go invest in real estate, there's a reason why you're here. And I don't know why you're here, but I know you stuck around for a reason, because there's something in you that I was that guy. If I just had the shot, I remember Mark would tell you when I was sitting in that room, I already had a successful business. And I was so stressed out because I'm like, these guys don't even know how hard I work or who I am. Okay. I sat in that space and I'm like, half of these guys don't even know who they sitting next to. Right. But I had to get outside my ego and I had to get outside my comfort zone and know that my time will come. Right. We don't care where you're at. We don't care if you got 1 property or 100 properties. We don't care if you're white, black, Asian, Korean, transgender. It doesn't matter. We don't care. What we're more interested in is, are you willing to make a change? Are you willing to commit yourself to changing the narrative of your financial future? And if you're uncomfortable, hey, listen, if you got little bag of energy, this is the wrong space for you. But if you got big bag energy and you want to get out here and make some money and go to the hole and score some points, you got to be around people who are eating meat, man. You can't be around vegetarian pockets. Okay? You got to be around people who are making moves and making big moves and saying, hey, we don't give a shit about your feelings. We want you to win. And that requires for you to lose something in order to win something, whether it's friends, time. What are you willing to give up in order for you to get to where you need to be at? And if that's if you're saving your money, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is gonna tie everything into a nice little bow. If you save $10,000 a year, that's $833.33 a month. It will take you 100 years to make $1 million. I don't have 100 years. Okay. All right. I don't have 100 years. Okay. So if that's you and you're listening to me, I know this is resonating for somebody. If I have to tell you to invest in your financial future, and I have to beg you or influence you to do it, this is not the live for you. I'm only want people who want to take action. If you want to win, it's going to require for you to do winning stuff. And procrastinating is not one of them. Do you want your family to be a victim of your lack of financial literacy? And if the answer is no, it's time to get to work. If it makes you uncomfortable, good, because working out's uncomfortable. Eating healthy is uncomfortable. Guys, listen, it took years, and it took me 3 years to get my partnership with Grant. 3. I had to sell my Remax franchise, okay, to get that partnership. I had to lose some friends. I lost multiple people that broke my heart. But guess what? I had to let those people go in order for me to grow. And right now, a lot of y'all got weeds around you, man. Right now, man, we are only dealing with people who want to plant trees. We need your help to give you. We need you to invest in real estate so we have more receipts. So if you want to be a receipt of success, come in here, get in here, learn the stuff, implement the information, come on here and give your damn testimony. All right, let's win, man. Michelle, what's your question? What? How can I help you win?
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm a real estate agent here in San Antonio.
Okay.
I am a veteran, so I do own property here. However, the rules in San Antonio as far as investment properties and utilizing the VA, the only way you can get around that here, I'm not sure in every other state, is you have to actually live in that property for it to be your primary residence for a specific amount of time. And then afterwards, then you can keep purchasing until you use your limit on the VA, which is $700,000.
Michelle.
Some properties. Isn't that how? Is that what you're trying to?
Yes, that's everywhere.
Get around.
That's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Okay. So I don't know all the rules in different states. I only know about Texas as far as the VA loan, how it goes here and everything. But I did buy my second property utilizing my VA.
You need to get some furniture in that big ass house you got out there in Texas. I hear some echoing over there.
Sorry?
I said you need to get some.
I don't have enough furniture in here yet.
All right, Michelle, do you want to have an unstoppable real estate business?
Of course, who doesn't?
Okay, how long have you been licensed?
I've been licensed for 4 years. I am working on my broker's license right now.
Okay, you need to connect with us because we're doing some phenomenal stuff. I want you to write this number down. Okay, you ready?
760-573-2731.
That's what I'm talking about. You're going to text that number, and then you're going to get on a phone call with Ian, and we're going to talk about some of the things, because right now I'm going to talk to you about some leads that we have a real estate company that we're sending pre-qualified leads to your area, and we need a realtor in that location. Okay. So I want you to hop on Ian is going to I want you to text that number right now, and then we're going to talk about, and then I want you to hang out with us because we're going to show you how to leverage your properties and structure them the correct way so you can get multiple properties and then graduate into the multi-unit space. Okay.
Oh, well, that's actually myself and my business partner, we're actually looking at a multi-unit right now. We went and saw a couple this past weekend, so we're jumping off into that as well.
You see down in the bottom, if you was a partner with us, you see Brother James down there. He graduated from our wealth formula investment class, and then guess what? He's looking in your area. But guess what? You can't be getting no leads off my live now. I'm messing with you. We got you though. Listen, I want you to hop on a call with Ian right there, the guy, the Anglo-Saxon right there with the luscious beard. See him? Right? That's my brother. Yeah, that's my brother right there. We're going to talk to you about some partnerships that we could do, and then we want to help you instead of doing it by yourself. Okay, we've done over $1 billion in real estate acquisition without cold calling or door knocking. Right now, we're on track to do 380 million this year. So let's have a conversation. Okay. See, Michelle ain't playing. She about her bag. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna, ladies and gentlemen, put a 2 in the chat if you guys enjoyed this conversation, because I got a couple of, now Bruno want to pull up. Look at Bruno coming in for the 99 and the 2000, all late and stuff. Okay, guys, this is our other partner. These are the educators in the Winning Real Estate crew. Myself, Ian, and Bruno and Connie. My affiliate partners, my partners that are on the show right now, is Otis James and Mark Days. These are two of my close friends. Okay. So guys, I want to make sure that you guys give them a follow, because their TikTok sucks. I've been trying to get them over here. All right. I've been trying to get them over here. They messing around on MySpace. I keep telling them to come on over here to TikTok. Okay. All right. They thought they was gonna have to be dancing and stuff. All right. But now I got the homies over here. All right, so I want to start with my brother Bruno Nascimento for a quick outro, and then Milvet, I'm gonna go to you, okay, and then we're gonna close out the live real quick. Thank you guys for pulling up. We appreciate you guys. If you guys missed it, text the win to this number 760 573. I see 28 people who text. I can see it coming in right now. 760 573 2731. Look at her trying to get some leads up in here. Look, I see you in here. I'm about to lead show. No, you good. You good. But I'm going to connect him because he's pre-qualified through us. So I'll send you that referral, Jack. Okay. All right. So 760 573 2731. Again, that number is 760 573 2731. If you guys want a copy of the replay, text WIN to 760 573 2731. And guys, you guys could get into our little incubator to where you can get notifications of when we go live. We're going to be talking about all types of crazy stuff: how to set up trust, how to structure your life insurance policies to buy properties, how to hire your kids in your corporation, how to buy multifamily, how to underwrite multifamily, the 4 data points with Otis James, how to structure a business with Mark Days, how to establish all types of stuff. So guys, if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys give all of my friends a follow so you'll get that notification of when we come through. Bruno, outro. Intro, outro.
It's my intro and the outro, man. Hey, I'm excited to be able to get the few seconds to speak, man. I'm over here laying amongst kings and everything, man. Hey, but it's a blessing, man. We got and if people, man, if you guys just knew how much money is in front of you right now, if you could just fathom for a second, man, how much money is sitting in front of you right now, and how much information and data that people have, man, or knowledge that they have that they're willing to kind of give to you for free, you would probably quit your job right now, right? I guarantee you, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you said you were going to do, that you've been, like, one, if you said you were going to do it, you would do it, right? If you can only see the success that these people have, and there is nothing special about them, right? I mean, and I love my brothers, man, but there isn't anything, well, you know, look at Otis. Otis like, well, special. So what I mean about that, guys, you know, so when I say that there isn't anything special about all of my friends here, or even myself, is that there isn't anything. Nobody here in front of you came from money. Nobody here, you know what I mean, came from something that was just handed to them to give them any sort of advantage over somebody else, right? And if anything, I would say a lot of people here kind of came from the opposite, right? So it was people who said, man, you know what, there's something that I can do different, and I don't like where I am at today. What is it that I need to do for me to get to the point to where, you know, like, how can I get to where Otis is doing, right? What can I do to be able to get the success that Tony has, right? And it really, man, and it starts with this, right? It starts with, you know, seeking the proximity. Man, it is a proven fact. If you come close to winners, right, beware. There is this thing, right, that winning is contagious, right? So if you come across winners, it is the con, right, of you coming across winner. All of a sudden, you leave with this winning disease. Right? All of a sudden, you just become this serial winner. You know what I mean? And and it really, man, it's because the people in your circle are going to challenge you, right? They're going to challenge you. They're going to ask you questions that make you uncomfortable when you think you're doing, something where you're like, oh man, I'm doing great, but then your friend to your left and your right that does 10 times more than whatever it is that you're doing, you're like, holy shit, man. Well, then you know what, Tony's doing some bigger things, man. Then you know what, like I got to step my game up, right? Like, dog, if I look, I'm over here trying to figure out this computer shit. Like, this is the first time I can even turn my camera on TikTok, right? Because like I had no idea how to do it. But then I'm like, damn, man, like maybe it's because Tony just, he woke up one day, had 17,000 followers, right? And I got 300 and shit. But that's not it, right? Because Otis started from scratch and said, hey man, like I'm gonna start my own stuff. Right? And he figured it out. And I'm like, God damn it, if Otis can do it, right? And he's starting from scratch. So he had a bunch of followers, started a whole new account, and was able to get on the video. But you know what I mean? So those are just really small, minor things, but it goes to show you, man, that it bleeds over into other things. It bleeds over into that winning disease that I was telling you about, right? And just the opportunity to be here, man, like amongst kings, talking to you guys and giving something back. I know that whatever it is, right? If you guys keep coming back to listen to the stuff that people are sharing with you, you will reach a point, right, where it's like you can just listen to the same shit over and over and over again. You will reach a point where you be like, you know what, man, like that bearded guy, he keeps saying something like, let me give it a shot. And by you coming back to listen to the stuff that people keep saying over and over and over again, it may be the day that you take action on something, right? So I'm telling you, man, like the power of proximity is huge, man. I'm blessed to be able to be here. Those folks that hop on here that, we promised to give you a call, we'll get you connected. What's in it for us is if you win, you can tell other people that you won by coming close to us. So then more people will want to come close to us. So I appreciate the opportunity to speak, Tony. I appreciate the platform. I turn my camera on. What
up? That's what I'm talking about, man. Guys, I don't know if that inspires you. And then I'm gonna go to Milvet for a quick outro. And then we're gonna go through the panel real quick. And I'm gonna share a quick story with y'all. About 2 weeks ago, my daughter was hit by a car. She was medevaced. Okay. She was medevaced. She got hit by a car jogging in the neighborhood. And my friends will tell you that this is a true story. Okay. She was running with my son, trying to get her miles in. And she was struck by a car about two weeks ago. And she was unresponsive for 2 days. And in that moment, I had to really think about how important it is to have good people around you. And my daughter is 11 years old, man. She's not even 100 pounds. She got hit by a car driving close to 60 miles an hour, flipped over the car, landed on her head, and had a concussion and was unresponsive. And by the grace of God, my daughter is okay. She is at school today.
What?
She's at school. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. My daughter's at school today. She is at school today. This is her first day back at school. And she had no broken bones. She had a concussion, and to get hit that fast, she shouldn't be here with us. And thinking about that, I was in shambles. And you know who picked me up? The reason why I'm here is because I have to show up for y'all. I don't have a choice. God told me you have to show up. I don't care what you're going through. You still have to do what I call you to do. And the reason why is because I have faith that what I'm doing is bigger than myself. Okay. Bruno came to my house. Ian came to my house. My brothers was around me. I didn't share it with anyone. I just dealt with it because I was trying to figure out, why did this happen to my little girl, my daughter? She is the sweetest, smiling, happiest kid, but happened to see her not being able to walk and talk with all of those tubes, flying in the helicopter to take her to the hospital. It's a miracle that she is not worse, right? So I say all of that to say this, guys. If I'm here and I'm showing up for you guys, y'all have to show up for me. I'm asking you guys to get your property, get your receipts, Go out there, set the example, because you never know what challenges that you're going to face. No matter what you guys are going through, I'm here today because of you, because I love y'all. I love my brothers. I have to show up. This is my calling, no matter what's going on. There's a lot of distractions going on right now in America. There's a lot of bullshit going on TikTok that's going to keep you from your success. You have to show up in excellence. And guess what? You might not be able to benefit from the shade of the tree, of the seed that you plant. Sometimes this is outside of you. This is for people around you, because somebody's watching you right now. And the question that I propose to you again, do you want your kids to inherit your procrastination? And if the answer is no, we got work to do. Now, let me go over to, I didn't want to get all sentimental with y'all, but I wanted to share that. A lot of people didn't even know this was going on. I know Mark is pissed off at me because he's like, dog, why you didn't call me? I'm in trouble. Okay. But my baby is good. This is her first day back at school. And I'm doing it for y'all, and I'm doing it for my family. I have to set the example for my family to emulate. And that's why I bust my ass every single day, because we have work to do. This, and I know that every single seed that we planted, it was successful. And the reason why is because we don't quit when it gets hard. That's when you got to dig in. We don't quit when it gets hard, guys. We double down and we make sure that we get the win. I don't care. Listen, the difference between a champion and a winner is a champion can be defeated. I mean, a winner can be defeated, but a champion cannot, right? So, guys, keep going. Get your bag. Text the number. Get in the game. I only want people that are committed, because right now I could be at home picking up my kid from school, but I know I have a commitment to be here for you guys to get this win. Outro, brother Otis James, then Ian, and then Mark Days. Outro, Otis, and then Mark. Milvet, stick around. I got you next.
Hey man, I was really hoping you weren't gonna pick me to go straight after that, because I don't think I can go with that. But I was really hurt, man. Not by the fact that I didn't find out until late, but I just know how much you love your kids.
Yeah.
And I just know, I knew that it had to be terrified, man. So and she's a beast, man. Like, she's the sweetest little girl, but she is not from this planet. She is a beast. Yeah. I almost wanted to drop the car and see if the car was okay. This girl is taking over the world. No, man, look, one of the reasons that I gravitate towards not just Ant, because he's like a brother to me, but everybody else on his team, Bruno and Ian and Mark, when he makes it down, it's because they're not just chasing money. And it was really important for me to align with people that weren't money driven; they were outcome driven. And it's people like that are accustomed to putting people first. And it's good energy, man. Like, if you guys get a chance to work with them on any level, whether it's as a client, whether it's learning from them, whatever it is, really do it. I'm 49 years old, and there's some other folks around my age on this panel too. Look, quiet as kept, we probably got about 27, 28, maybe 29 summers left. We don't like to talk about it. I just, once you put it in perspective, you really start to focus on what's important. And there's nothing wrong with a regular job. I'm not minimizing that. I learned a lot from having a regular job, a typical W-2 job. I met a lot of great people. Having a regular job helped me get to where I am. But there's more important things like family and friends and seeing the world and all those other things. So when you hear us talking about things like the road to wealth, it's not because people have something to sell you. It's like, well, I'm not going to put nobody's business out of here, but there's some wealthy people already on this panel. Me, I got 2-ply toilet paper in my bathroom. That's about my level of achievement. My cereal, we got commercials for all the cereal. I didn't always have that. We used to eat fruit rings. And the food we ate was called, the title of it was the food. It was just called cereal and Kool-Aid. The bread was called bread. Right? So I can appreciate some of the finer things now. But look, if you guys get a chance, really, really reach out to these guys and be a part of the crew. And she said, 49, Jesus. Thank you. I think that was the compliment. Thank you. Who was that? Christy Chat? Reach out to them, folks. They're really taking care of people. They're taking care of me on so many levels. and I'm not going. I'm gonna keep it brief, right? Not too late, right? But I was at a point in my personal business where I went down to visit Aunt one day, and he just said, "What do you need? Like whatever you need." And he had nothing to gain from that. He said, this is my business. I'm vertically integrated. This is how it's ran. My people are your people. Whatever you need, right? And that's not a cheap thing to offer to somebody, right? So, when I say I rock with these guys, it's not about money. It's not about what do they call it? When you try to be, you're just trying to be famous. What do they call it? Anyway, it's not about just being out there all over the internet. Like these guys will go to bat, and I can tell by the way his team members, respect him, and he picks up the phone 2 in the morning. Hey, we gotta bury the body. We go bury the body.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna be. But hey, Ian, I appreciate you, man, and let me be a part of this. And same with the rest of you guys. Ian, I'm gonna take you to the principal's office. Yeah, that testimonial is supposed to be coming. Look, I got 30 black testimonials. I got 2 white ones. To be legit, brother. Y'all be cool. Feed this dog.
All right. Appreciate you for pulling up. Make sure you guys follow Otis and Bruno. And then we got a break for a cause right now, guys. Mima, is that your name? Mima? Mima. Are you there? Did you have a question? Okay, she's on mute. Let's go Ian and then Mark Days. Outro.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in here. We couldn't do this without everybody coming in here to share their own knowledge so that we can build off it and continue to do everything we can to share what we've kind of built up so that way other people can grow too. All right. So, our message means nothing without everybody else coming in here and sharing their experience with it so that way we can continue to grow. Personally speaking, like I put this stuff to work and it's changed my life and I couldn't be more grateful. So I just want to make sure everybody else has the opportunity. It's helped me, it's helped my family, it's helped my extended family, it's helped my friends. So there's nothing that I could I don't know what else I could do to share with you the meaning of this information and how it can basically transform everybody else around you, right? So continue to follow up. Continue to engage with us too. If you want more of this information personally, make sure you text us 760-573-2731 so that way we can do a hands-on guide with you to see what you need and see what we can do to add value. And everybody, make sure you're following everybody on the stage and keep showing up and don't give up on yourself no matter what. There's days where it's going to be hard. There's days where you're going to, you're not do as well. But, even if you're 1% better than you were yesterday, you're still doing better. Even if you're 0% better, at least you didn't go backwards. So just keep showing up, keep working hard, keep plugging into it, and it cannot fail. You can't fail if you don't quit.
Amen.
So, back to you, Tony, man.
Yes, and then my brother Mark Days. Kick it.
I'm not long-winded. There's not really nothing much to kick here, but Tony, I love you, bro. So make sure, before the end of today, we need to get on a phone call if you got time. So
yes, sir.
Stop it up and tell Carson I love her, and I'm sorry I didn't know if you wanted me to say her name or not. My bad, but tell her I love her. And anything y'all need, y'all just let me know. And same goes for everybody on the panel that I know personally. I got love for all of y'all, and that's pretty much it. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay close to Tony. Stay close to Bruno and Ian and Otis and everybody that's a part of the team, so that they can guide y'all. These are the real experts. These are people that I get information from. When I'm needing information, I call Tony. I say, listen, I still get notes. I'm over here taking my own notes, and I've heard this stuff 3,000 times. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in, and don't get too far away, because the closer you stay to the flame, the higher it gets, and that's what you want. So that's all I gotta say. God bless.
Salute, brother, and brother Milvet. Outro.
Hey, I just want to say it's really awesome whenever you get to find other brothers and sisters through this platform, and it's really a true testament to how much the military community, the veteran community, is really a fraternal order, and it doesn't matter you know, what you are, male, female, whatever. You're still a brother. You're still my sister. You know, that's one of the biggest things that I love about our community. I just want to reflect. I'm a big family guy. I got to retire early. I retired, and I retired sooner than I wanted to. A med board made me put my retirement paperwork in, and I chose to spend more time with my family now, which I have tons of time with my family. I choose to build myself in front of my kids so they see me getting better and becoming more of a better man, so they become better. I just went to my daughter's state gymnastics competition where she, you know, didn't place, but she gave it her all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's the youngest on the team. She's performing with people that are a couple years older than her, and she's just really absorbing it. So I see the things I get to grow in my kids. My son, he's in flag football, you know, given it his third time. You know, he did tackle and flag 2 other times. So actually, this is his 4th time to really try to get into the sport. I see him trying new things over and over again, and the boys a direct representation of me. What I'm trying to communicate is that's what you should be doing with your kids. That's what you should be doing with people around you. And yeah, I find veterans do this a lot more, and that's why we get along with each other instantly, because we continue to sharpen each other. It takes iron to sharpen iron. You know what I'm saying? And to be a hard person, you need to sharpen yourself, not just hitting the gym, but up here.
Yeah.
This is where we need to spend a lot of our time. And I've learned while transitioning out of the military, I was financially set, right? But it's still hard for me to make that transition.
Yes.
So it's just, I just want you guys to put that in perspective. I'm financially set, and I still had a hard time. How do you think it's going to be for military members that are getting out that aren't financially set? So that is my whole entire goal in life, is to make that, you know, make less people that have to go through a hard time. Make more people that can go through the process correctly like I did. I feel like was way better than somebody that gets out and doesn't have anything and is just really struggling. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started Mill to Vet, sharing those transition stories. And I just want to say thank you for having me on here. Thank you for allowing me to participate. And you guys all have a great day. Thank you.
And guys, I want to say, guys, again, if you missed this live and you're just not getting on here, if you notice that right now we planted a seed. I want everybody to put this word in the chat: seed. Seed. The seed was planted today. Okay, we planted a lot of seeds today. Now it's going to be up to you guys to nurture whatever idea. We talked about corporations. We talked about the 4 data points. We talked about the VA loan. We talked about corporate structure. We talked about partnering with veterans. We talked about non-veterans purchasing property. We talked about structure, LLCs, S corps versus C corps. Guys, the seed is planted. And guess what? Right now, when you have, like, do you know how awesome it feels for me? People are asking me, like, how are you staying so strong at this? It's because I got a tight shirt on. That's what it is. No, I'm joking. No, the people are asking me, like, how are you doing it? Because I have my family around me, man. I would break down if it wasn't for my family around me. You do not have to do this by yourself, guys. You don't. It's very hard to be successful. Look how cool it is to have a mixed panel of brothers and sisters that are moving in the same direction. Okay. Listen, man, I don't want to be the only star in the sky, man. The sky is much brighter with multiple stars. Every last one of you, my star might shine a little bright, but when my star is dim, my light doesn't put your light out, man. We have to get back at sharing each other's dreams and aspirations so we can grow collaboratively. I don't want to die saying, oh, he was a multimillionaire. I want to die saying that he helped other people become millionaires. We're on an intimate pursuit to make 100 millionaires in the next 48 months. Okay. Now that means get in on a trajectory. If you guys want to be a part of that, text the number 760-573-2731. Brother King, Sister Mima, and Michelle, Otis, Mark Days. I love y'all with all of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting this live. And guys, remember, take a screenshot of this right now. I'm going to screenshot this panel. We got 39 people here right now. In 1 year, people are going to be fighting to get on this stage. So right now, I'm thankful for you guys showing up, because I'm going to tell you right now, we do not lose. My family, these guys are on the panel. This shit is going to be way bigger than you think. Right now, we just planted the seed, and this is going to be stupid, right? So we appreciate the people. I will never forget the people that stayed on the live, that supported, that liked and shared. I have a memory of people who support me. Okay, so we want to say thank you guys for coming on the live. 760-573-2731. Text WIN to that number so you guys can get that notification of when we go live. And God bless all of you guys. And hey, and get out there and go win. Peace out.